know how good you are, but like, talk to me about that first fight as a young man.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
how did that feel?
It felt like too like normal. You know?
Really?
Yeah, because at this point, okay, you gotta imagine
nervous?
like
you
no,
didn't have like that
no, I was a little nervous, but okay, you gotta understand. So my background before all this is I was a huge knucklehead.
Okay.
Like that's how I kind of got popular in high school. You know, you got to use the quotation marks. But I was known as one of the kids that always fought at like the house parties, like or against other high schools. You know, that was a big thing in St. Louis. There was always like high school rivalries.
Troublemaker.
It was always high school rivalries. You call it troublemaker, more like a trouble ender, trouble solver. You know what I mean? But yeah. So that's always like what it was. So like that's just what I did.
Yeah.
You know, we go out and we end up getting into fights.
So you were comfortable in that arena.
Yeah. So I was comfortable. I was like, yeah, I've been fighting, like I can do this and kind of get praised for it and look at it as a positive, or I can keep doing dumb knucklehead shit
and get hurt,
hurt somebody, get put in jail, you know, doing anything. So that was an easy transition for me to go. So it was a little nervous, of course, but got through, and the rest is history, you know.
So you went, and then so after how many fights did you have?
I did 5 amateur fights.
5 amateur fights.
Before I turned pro.
How'd you do that on those 5?
I went 5-0.
Nice.
Yeah. So I went 5-0. I won 2 titles. Just
so your
amateur.
coach was like, "This is the future. You got to do this."
Yeah. Like we all agreed on it and came into terms. You know, I had the wrestling background, striking. You know, it was just basically like a street fighter at the time because there was no real skill behind it.
So what would you say I don't know if you want to call it, but your primary martial art?
Yeah. It's stand up. I mean, stand up and strike. Like I said, it was more of like a street brawler to start off, you know, and then started working with my first boxing coach, Clyde Hicks, you know, out in Springfield, and everything. You know, Rick worked on with my stand up, and then I just had to get comfortable on the ground. You know, and that's where, you know, my great friend and instructor Gabe Woke, you know, is a black belt under, the Gracies, and he just helped me tremendous. So I started getting comfortable with that, and I already had the wrestling background, and he just kind of fell in, kind of all came together, you know.